that was dirty. Hit a home run.
All right, this is not.
Speaking of home runs, did you get to first base yet?
No, not yet.
Not even first base.
Not even first base in the minor leagues. Not even a handhold. I get there and then I speak to a person on the fly, and then it's actually more genuine rather than something you've rehearsed. Like for instance, if you're in business, you learn about the 30-second monologue, where you talk about yourself and 30-second interview, elevator pitch. That's what I was looking for. You have your elevator pitch, which is like a 30-second explanation of who you are, what you're doing, what your goals are. And if people rehearse it and they have it scripted, that's exactly what it's going to come out. It's going to come out scripted and rehearsed.
Just be honest, just be yourself. Don't try to make it really grandiose. I mean, you want it to be good, but if you build it up so much and you make it such a big thing, you're going to get really nervous.
If you let it get to the point where you're nervous, then it's too late. You just got to do it and go for it.
If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Right then and there. If it's not going to happen then and there, then it's probably not going to happen.
So what's your plan?
What's my plan? I'm going to be honest with you, Sam. I am going to throw caution to the wind. Yes. Hope for the best. Basically, my plan is to just kind of wait until I see her next, gauge how we're feeling, what the situation is like. If we're just coming back from the calf, or like I'm coming from the calf, she's going to the calf. One's hungry, one's full. Nobody wants to stop and talk, especially not to ask somebody out. My first encounter, I don't know. My first encounter, it's kind of tough because it wasn't really like a first encounter that made me, start to think about her. Because she just kind of looked adorable and like Zooey Deschanel, so I was like, oh, okay. This girl's cool. I like, spotting her in places. That's fun. So, but the first actual encounter, it may have been that time. It may have been when she walked through the scene, and she thought she was totally in the way, and I was like, no, you're not. And then she's like, oh, okay, and I was like, yeah, it's okay. It was nice. That might have been the first one. That was definitely the first recognizable one, where I was like, oh, I talked to her.
There's a pit in your stomach, and you want to let it out because if you keep it in, it doesn't feel good, but you're afraid to let it out because then you feel like it's just going to mess everything up.
Because sometimes it's hard to just randomly go up to someone and start talking to them.
I mean, you're talking about asking out Kate Upton. I think you're going to have a little nerves going on.
Yeah, it depends who you're asking out.
She is very pretty. Really, she has an adorable, adorable face. She has nice, long, thick brown hair, which looks nice. I'm a big fan of thick hair because I have thick hair myself. I also really like it. She's petite, she's like a tiny, not tiny per se, but she's petite. I'm a big fan of petite women in general. And also, I don't know. She just always seems so pleasant. There's never like a scowl on her face, even if she's not happy.
I think we need to come up with a better plan than just hope and fate.
Tell me, man. You sound like you know.
I have a few things under my belt. I say get a poem. Next time you see her, hand it to her.
Roses all red.
Yeah.
Violets doth be blue.
Old school, that'll work. Real old school.
I don't know. I don't really have a thing to do. It's just whatever happens, happens.
She's in my class? Oh, it's simple. You say, hey, do you want to study together one time, or can I get the homework or something easy like that where you get her number?
Definitely ask her for the homework, especially if she's smart or something.
Yeah, you slide something in easy, not I don't know the
Not
word.
too
Aggressive, yeah. You don't want to be like, hey, you want to go out with me?
So we were in Dreyfus filming for your movie again, and there she was in one of those small little almost closet computer rooms. That's not a classroom at all. It's literally just almost like a walk-in closet that has computers. And she was there watching cartoons or anime or something with this other dude. And I, saw her, obviously noticed it was her immediately, walked past the door, huddled you and Brandon and whatever the other guy's name is together. Oh, and Mike, to talk about, just to mention that she was in there. And it was a big moment. Yeah, so I walked in, I said, hey. I was kind of fascinated with what she was doing because I can't do any kind of animation, anything. She was just moving things around and creating a whole room. I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool.
God, once I realized I had feelings for the girl, it took a couple days for me to get the courage up. So I think with repetition, it gets easier.
Can I be honest? If I'm drunk, 5 seconds. But if I'm sober, probably build up some
sober
confidence.
You start thinking about it and everything.
Not trying to get her drunk and have sex with her. I want to just like, you know, go out on a date. You know, go somewhere, learn about her. Who is this person that I've kind of liked for the past bunch of months for seemingly no reason whatsoever.
Miles doesn't know we're doing this right now, but we got your contact information, your phone number.
Okay.
And
I'm not weirded out. Okay, just keep going.
I'm glad a while ago we met Miles because we were doing a film and he was our actor. And then one day you walked past in our shoot, I don't know if you remember, but you walked past us and Miles was like, oh my God, that's the girl that I have a total crush on. And after that project, our professor told us that we had to choose a documentary, and that's when I came up with the idea to document a boy asking out a girl.
Okay.
And we asked Miles if we could document him asking out you, because he said he wanted to ask you out, and then we were like, oh, this would be a great documentary. And he said he wanted to respect you and your privacy, and he was like, I don't want to do it unless you can get her permission or you can talk to her first, because otherwise it's like messed up. We're here to ask you if you'll be a part of our documentary.
Like,
would we be able to do this and like whatever comes out, like whatever you tell him?
Yeah, honestly, go for it.
Yeah?
Yeah, do it.
Oh
And
my
I'll
God.
think about my answer, but like, yeah, no, do it. I'm so surprised. Again, I thought I was being called in here for like a police case. I thought someone was dead. So this is better than death. It's a good surprise.
Do you think this will really affect what you would have said to Miles if he asked you out without the cameras?
No, I don't think the documentary wouldn't definitely would not have anything to do with it, because I don't think it's decent to say one thing and then mean another.
If it's like in person, he went out of his way to do it, then I'd probably feel more inclined to say yes.
If you like someone, you go out with them. If you don't,
actually, yeah, because if he's like really sweet and like I could tell that he's really trying hard, and I'm just like, oh, I feel so bad for you. Like, let's just go out and whatever.
We could be friends.
Yeah.
We could be friends.
Do you feel like you have to say yes?
Oh yeah.
No.
What? Are you kidding me? Maybe I'm too nice of a person.
It depends like how well I know him.
That's true.
Like if he's mean, I'm not gonna say yes.
I mean, I've sat down and spoken to him. He's a really nice person. You feel very comfortable around him.
That's good.
And that's a thing people like in other people.
I don't know, you want to be asked like normally, like approach like a human being. You know, you don't want someone that's scared or someone that's like, you want someone that's confident.
I could give you an example.
Yeah.
This guy came to the desk one time and he's like, oh my gosh, you look so pretty, like you're so beautiful. And he told me a joke and it was so corny, but it was the cutest joke ever. And I was just like, oh, I would totally date you, but I had a boyfriend, so.
But if you're coming up to me saying, yo, mama, I like how you
Yeah, I like how you,
no.
I don't know what he suggested. He was like, oh, we could get tacos or we could get whatever you like and then ice cream or frozen yogurt, whatever you like. So it showed that he actually cared. He wasn't just, you know, for the, the hit it and quit it. He's not that type of guy. So I think it shows what type of guy you are.
Be nice to me.
Yeah.
Don't like be too cocky about it. Don't like expect me to say yes, and if I do say no, like be able to like respect the reasons why I do say no.
And, like definitely like show interest. If they don't seem really that interested, like I'm not gonna want to go.
I'm calling you or texting you when he messages me, or
Yeah. When he says like, oh, can we meet up at this place at this time?
She sounded way nerdier than I thought she would, but it was kind of adorable, I'm not gonna lie. I did not envision her to sound like that, but it totally works for her.
Yeah, the guy should always ask out the girl.
Why?
Because that's what guys do. They make the first move.
I don't know. I've asked out a guy before.
I don't believe in gender roles. Girls should be able to do whatever they want.
Should guys always ask out the girl? I think for like chivalry kind of purposes, yeah.
Don't always have to necessarily.
They should.
They should, like
Yeah.
85% of the
Yeah, but
time.
If I like a guy, I'm not going to just wait for him to ask me out. Like, he could never ask me out, and I could be like old and gray by myself because I wanted to ask that one guy out, and I was too scared.
I mean, if a girl looks at me, I might think she's interested, but she might just be looking at me.
sometimes like the guy might not know the girl's into him, so that's her way of doing it.
I wouldn't be opposed to a girl asking out me. It's kind of unusual, but I think that it's acceptable. I see there's nothing wrong with it.
I've seen it work out a lot for girls who ask out guys. And I think, I don't know, if you like someone, tell them. Be stronger than I.